call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Gators will put it away to start the game. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas A&M's offense will start this game off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, Dave, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume. It'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Wants to throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Turning it on. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
They're going to ride this running back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, we'll have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
Time to take a shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Florida Gators offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
This time they'll go to the running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Barry. Hard run, and runs through another one. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. The Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Tight end now in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Barry. It's a running one. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. looking to throw on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And some room to work. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Complete in the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gets it out fast. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Buying some time. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Hurst coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Herron. Still on his feet. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. This time it's complete. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attack.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And after that incompletion, they are left with a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's a big stride inside the 10.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to fire. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Kennesaw State has the lead right now.
And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just... to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Making side adjustments here. off the play fake on first down. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Barry. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Barry. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Let's go! Let's go! Got it? Ready!
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Gator! Quick strike through the air for the score. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. The give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. It's caught. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Unloads quickly, and there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Finds his big tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Oh, better look out! He breaks a tackle. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Wants to go up top on first down. He lets it fly. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Snagged in the middle. It's Gator. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Finds his man. It's Harris. And tackled there by the defense. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's reeled in. It's Harris. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Might be changing the route. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. This one's complete. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. To the air on 1st down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Here comes the heat. Caught near the sticks. It's Gator. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Lets it fly. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Texas A&M going up tempo. To the air on 2nd down. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down and nothing doing there. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. These corners going to give them some space. Looking to take a shot. It's complete. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. You got to build on this momentum in the 2nd half.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Pulls it in. It's Garrett. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. They're working that left side. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Turning it on. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The Gators with the 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. using his legs to buy some time. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
All right, that's a play that I'd like to see the quarterback just take off and run it himself. And I love his mindset. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to throw this. We're going to get this first down. I have a play, but sometimes you just got to know, man, at this point, I'm out here on the perimeter. It's just me and these defenders one-on-one. I've got to trust in my speed and my athleticism to go make this work.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. On the move, he fires. Finds the big tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. He fires to the left side. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the 1st half.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. Gives it on the option. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Base 27 jump. Base 20 ready.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Barry. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Spits it out to the back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Gators send out the punt unit. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Going right to work up top. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Catches it at the 30. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
The offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Harris. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it. But you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Makes the catch. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Garrett. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. No We're close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He wants to change this route. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking left. Wide open downfield. Wide open spaces. The 20. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Off the play fake. He's got his man. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up 14 over Washington. Just
touchdown, Florida! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, create enough separation to create.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Floats it out in space. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Harris. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. On the direct snap, it's Barry. Got the 1st down and more. Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds at the 32, and that is what you want out of this running game. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Barry. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add them.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The AT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Texas A&M, 24.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Nice move there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. Quick completion to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over, and you saw it on that play.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have...
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. There he goes. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gator! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 5 over UMass. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Unloads to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Quarterback making checks. sends it back in motion. On fourth down, looking to pass. Finds his man. It's Barry. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
It's a turnover on downs.
Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Finds the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days.
And the ball comes out. What a disaster. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Florida. The defense putting points on the board. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's got a chance. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that second and round.
He's taking a deep shot. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. He gets a block. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They go to the ground, and they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start
Turning it on! And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.